Hey everyone, RemanX here with a couple of gifts for you guys. Yeah, I checked under my tree and it's time to show you guys some of the tricks that you may not be aware you can do in Marvel Strike Force. That's right, some of these you guys may be aware of. You guys can leave some comments. Let me know how many of these helped you guys, but there are some cool things which we're about to show you. First, let's start with a couple of features that are in your sub menus, and we're going to talk about what they do. So if you guys take a look at, we'll take a look, probably, let's see, I think I could do a raid really quickly for you. And I'm going to show you guys something here. And this is something that probably a lot of people haven't realized. So right now, if you guys look, my graphics look great. They're really robust. But a lot of flying text is going to happen, and especially as you're starting to push challenges. So if you're starting to push harder raids, there's going to be a feature we're going to show you that's going to allow you to speed up some of how you get things done. So right now you're going to see in the background all these little items moving, those boxes, all the little graphics on the screen, all those little things. But more importantly, you're going to see some of the additional effects that are happening on the characters. The flying text, all these different things are all things that take up time, all these little animations. And so we're going to show you guys a low graphics feature, which is going to allow you to speed up some of your combat. And we're going to show you guys how to get there. So we're going to get through this node really quickly and then move on from there. So one thing I found when I first started using a low graphics mode is it was definitely speeding up the time I was taking inside of these nodes. Something that I think that a lot of the community benefited from early on. I will give you guys a warning. Low graphics mode has been attributed to some of the errors in your UI. What that means is sometimes you may get the wrong set of buffs. I'm not sure if it's accurate, but some of what's been reported specifically has been around that. So you kind of have to know how to examine for that, and you would just highlight a character and look at it to see what their duration is. It isn't always accurate, but it is a much better way. So I'm going to show you guys how to turn that off, and then we're going to find the other hidden features in there because I don't think it's been advertised as well through the in-game message. So these videos will help you out. A lot of cool hidden things coming up in the next couple of tricks here. So as you can see, a lot of this, we're waiting on animations. A lot of this is just because of all the long, in-depth animations. So when you turn off all the extra the low graphics mode, a lot of this stuff is sped up to the point where, you know, a 5-minute fight that you're timing out on will become maybe 30 seconds shorter, maybe 15 seconds shorter, but you get a lot better window to actually get things done. So I think it's important, especially with U7, I'm sorry, the Greek raid.3s out there. I think a lot of people have forgotten how to access this, and we'll show you guys as these guys finish up this node in the next few seconds here. So come on, Spider-Verse. The one thing about Spider-Verse is while they do things well, they don't always do things fast. So they're not a lot of damage. Once they stack their debuffs and get rolling, they're going to be able to beat most of the hard nodes in the game, but they don't do it quickly. So that another reason why I think a lot of people have been asking me, is there any way to speed it up? And the answer is yes, it is turning on low graphics mode. It won't look as pretty, but you will have a little bit more time to get things done inside of the raid environment. Like I said, you know, symbiotes are a team that is built on stacking buffs and taking time with the node, which may not be time that you have. So once we quit out of here, I'm going to show you guys how to get into this here. So these sub menus are going to be available when you go over here, and there's going to be a couple more that we're going to show you. So inside the cogwheel here, you're going to click on that, and then you're going to go down here and go into your advanced. Okay, you click on enable low graphics mode. Now what that does, like I said, is going to reduce a lot of the flying combat text. A lot of the animations will be delayed. Some of the ones that are that we've noticed are effective are the ones in the symbiotes, things like Ultron. Other summons that sometimes take a little bit longer, they'll just appear, and it is a lot faster when you're rotating through that. That being said, hope that works for you. We're going to talk about some additional features. This is one that was big, with cycle through saved squads in the Blitz menu. A lot of people may not know what that does, so we're going to go through here. When you guys go into your Blitz menu, what this does, and if you guys don't have this turned on, is when I do this, this is the save squad. I'm going to show you what it looks like without that, so you guys get an idea. It's interesting that they have you turn these on. I guess there's an advanced setting. I think it was just a big difference. So if you go there, What that does is it saves you the step of having to go into your change team roster. So without that, you don't have those easy to click on save screen modifications, so it won't use your save squad in order to go through. So something to be aware of. Like I said, that's hidden in that as well. Okay, and then we'll show you guys another one here, and we'll show you the difference. So that was the cycle through squad menu. We're going to show you guys the reduced combat text is something that's like a lot of the high graphics mode. It'll especially because if you don't need those extra data, if you're not looking at numbers to make sure you can do that, it'll also speed it up here. We're going to show you guys quick alliance access. So if you guys remember the old alliance screen, if you guys don't have this active, remember this actually saves you a lot of steps. So the first thing you would do is you would go in and there's a whole load screen. How's it going? What's going on, guys? I mean, this is crazy. You'd have to go into here into the Alliance of Nations. So you have a huge animation here. So this actually is a big step. It's again, this is all things to help you do that. Remember, if you guys are getting that warning to donate to your alliance, be a better alliance mate. But no, more importantly, if you know, it's the holidays and they're like, hey, Rem, you haven't donated yet. And I'm like, oh, crap. If I didn't have this on and it was the last 3 minutes, I could be waiting those 3 minutes waiting for the game to load if I wasn't home on a fast internet. So you just go into quick alliance access. These are all little cool features they've added to the game. And so when you click on alliance, right there, your alliance donation, you can go into there and make sure you're donated for the day. I have, but I'll collect some rewards. Thank you, guys. All right. Beyond that, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the other really, really cool things in here. So we're going to talk about this. So on my supply store, you're going to notice you guys saw that enable item count. Well, there's the things right here. So superior focus, chi. So if I'm shopping for items, I can see how many I actually have in my inventory by selecting that see item count in the store in that menu I just showed you. More importantly, we're going to show you something even better. So let's say you really want to take stock of, and you were using some of the sheets we provided for you, and you really wanted to take stock of some of the gear in here. So you can actually use these orbs, okay? And you can click on them to see exactly how many you have. Now, the reason why you do that is because if the orb's not in the store, you can definitely take a look and get an idea of how many you have. That's going to be key to helping you fill out some of these additional orbs here from that regard. And then you can see over here. So, and then when we go into the sheet, so the War Gear Orb 2 is going to be one of your other sources for the G15 material, which we've been talking about. You can see that when you're trying to figure out how many you have, this is the best way to see it by far. All right. Another quick way, like I said, for your inventory options, again, without a full inventory in the game, which I really hope they have it on there. Now, you actually get a couple of extra refreshes from your ISO. So one of the things about it is, if you guys don't check it, you get quite a few ISO free refreshes. So you should be trying to maximize it. So make sure you guys are clicking on it, because if you had the little free thing over here, you'll be able to utilize that. Once you're done with your daily objectives, you'll have 2 extra you can do a day. So something to remember, a lot of people forget that. If you forget that, you're going to be missing out on ISOs over time. It is a big deal to make sure you guys have that. So one thing to do is, if you guys are curious about it, even if your energy hasn't refreshed, go ahead and take a look at the plus sign. Take a look. If you guys have the extra credits, you guys can refresh that for free. It is a big deal to notice. You get an extra one per day. All right. So one of the things we're going to talk about is not really like a cheat mode. We're going to talk about the Rta Challenges. And there are a couple of carry teams, and we're going to talk about them. The drawback is, if your opponent has Zemo and you're bringing underleveled characters, they're probably dead anyway. But a couple of pieces you can talk about are, if Thanos is available and Minerva not being available, they were actually some of the problems. You can bring 3, like, you can bring Zemo, Emma, and Cable. Gets you a little bit farther ahead, so you can put some slows on targets to get them done. There's the Phoenix team that you can see on Mobile Gamers channel. There's a couple different ways to get that done. So I'm going to throw in the link to Mobile Gamers team with Phoenix, and we'll move on from that one really quickly here. So we're going to talk about something else here, and this is something that I don't think a lot of people know. Is there are the offers in store that are always on your offer pages, but there are a series of hidden offers within the game. So if you guys look over here, If I wanted G14 gear, well, there isn't an offer for that. Or is there? So you take a quick peek over there, you can see that there isn't anything currently, but when we go to the roster, we take a look at a character that isn't quite G14 yet, and we take a look at the gear, and we look at this element, and we go, all right, well, where could it be? So if I hit find, there are hidden offers available inside of the store. There's character offers that are available daily. One of the more popular ones, and again, it depends. I mean, I don't know if it's really valuable, but if you wanted to buy some of the uniques, if you're trying to push in content, there are hidden offers in the store that are available. So something that you guys may not have known about to get things done. So really quickly, like I said, save yourself some time and effort with these easy, life-saving, hidden tricks of the trade. And love you guys very much. Happy holidays. We're going to be saying MSF 2020 here on the channel. So make sure you guys tune in on Twitch and follow me and like and subscribe to these videos. You'll see more of the content through the next year. Anyway, guys, check you soon. This is RemanX signing off.